people have. Y'all don't know what people have. My ex might be the least income making person that I've ever been with. Ever. Everybody included.
Who she was dealing with since 2022, say in his own voice, I got videos and pictures of us. That's gonna go whenever I say so. I don't care if she go back to him.
Trying to get back. Would y'all like to see my messages from yesterday? Here's my phone right here. Would y'all like to see my messages from yesterday? Let's go to my messages. Let's go. Let's flip this real quick. This is my messages. Look what he saved as. Bozo. Let's scroll down. Let's go to yesterday. This is yesterday. Let's go up. Look at him being my friend. Sending me pictures of the baby. My daughter's asleep. This is Tuesday. My daughter's asleep at 11:18.
Welcome back to StarHush, where the tea stays piping and the drama never takes a day off. And today, baby, it's not just tea, it's a full-blown explosion. Papoose just flipped the entire internet upside down with what he just dropped. He's saying Remy Ma, his wife of over a decade, didn't just step out on him. She stepped all the way into a secret relationship with another woman. And get this, Pap says she's been living this whole double life right under his nose. He says Remy's been rejecting him in their own bedroom, keeping their daughter away from him, and sneaking around with her new lover. In the next room. Yes, you heard that right. Right, next door. This is next level betrayal, and Pap is done keeping quiet. Now look, we've all seen the tension building since that wild viral moment when Easy the Block Captain got involved. Folks have been side-eyeing the situation ever since, but nobody, and I mean nobody, expected Pap to air it out like this. He's not just mad, he's hurt. He came with fire and facts, accusing Remy of being a manipulator, calling her a full-blown narcissist who hates men and plays mind games like it's a sport. He even says she went and pawned off her jewelry just to chase clout, stirring up drama to promote a divorce she secretly didn't want, all while allegedly begging him behind the scenes to take her back. Phew. But hold up, it ain't one-sided. Remy didn't just sit there. Nope. Sis came swinging with a response that had folks giving Pap the side eye too. Her clapback got people saying, wait a minute now, maybe there's more to this story than we thought. Let's take it all the way back to where the madness really blew up. Pap hopped on Instagram. No flashy filters, no music, just him and raw emotions. That man looked broken. His voice, heavy. That energy, tired. You could feel the betrayal. He poured his heart out, saying he stayed loyal for 6 long years while Remy was behind bars, only to get played like this. And just when you think it couldn't get any messier, boom, he drops the real bomb. She didn't cheat with another rapper or some Hollywood type. She allegedly cheated with a woman. And that's when the internet lost its entire mind.
We go back to sleep in the room with homegirl this particular night. I said, something is fishy here. I said, I ain't no rocket scientist, but this ain't add up. You feel me? With this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them. Ended up catching it. Now, this individual is a female.
Papoose says he didn't hear it from the streets. He walked straight into the middle of it with his own 2 eyes. Yes, Pap says he caught Remy red-handed, and the way he tells it, it was something straight out of a reality show gone wrong. He says he walked into their home, into their space, and found their daughter left all by herself in the bedroom while Remy and her female friend were tucked away in another room getting real cozy. According to Pap, the moment he stepped in, that woman dipped out fast like she knew she was in the wrong from the jump. No conversation, no explanation, just vanished. Now let's get one thing clear. Pap says it was never about Remy liking women. It's not her being into girls, he said. It's the disrespect, the secrecy, the lies, and how she flipped the script like she's innocent. And he's got a point. This is the same Remy Ma who went on national TV calling people out for being unfaithful, dragging folks on Love and Hip Hop for doing the exact same things she's now being accused of. He says the worst part is the way she's been playing the victim online. posting as if she's the one who got done dirty when behind closed doors, she was allegedly doing the damage. But Remy? Oh, she came swinging too. She didn't stay silent, not for a second. The moment Pap aired it out, Remy jumped on IG Live. And baby, she came in hot. She came straight for Papoose's neck, calling him out with a list of insults that had the whole internet gasping. She didn't hold back. She called him a liar, a pawn shop broke boy, and even called him an emotional girl. Those are her words, not ours. And she didn't stop there. Remy pulled out her phone receipts. Literally. She read messages out loud from texts where Papoose's name was saved in her phone as Bozo. Yes, Bozo. She said he only went ahead and filed that divorce because he needed something to post that day, like he was clout chasing with court papers. Then she pulled out the heavy artillery. She started reading messages where Pap allegedly sent her sweet little videos of their daughter, still trying to act like a family man behind the scenes while blasting her in public. The contradiction had everyone confused. Is he heartbroken or playing both sides? But the jaw-dropper moment? Remy threatened to bring Papoose's son into it. She literally said she'd put his son on live to spill everything about him. That's how deep this mess has gone. It's not just drama anymore. It's a family breaking apart live on camera. And when she dropped this line, that woman you knew, she's gone. Who? That hit different. She basically said she's not playing house anymore, not doing the stand by my man act. Whatever image she had before, it's gone, period. So when did all this heat really start building? According to Pap, it goes back to early 2022. That's when he says everything changed. That's when Remy allegedly started creeping around with Easy the Block Captain. And remember that Chrome 23 event where the tension was so thick you could feel it through the screen? Yeah, that wasn't just part of the battle stage. That was real life smoke.
I mean, all that alphabetical Florida shit, but what happens when she stopped that E? I'm only...
Even after all that heat, Papoose didn't pack up and walk out right away. Nope. According to him, he kept it all bottled in out of respect. Not for Remy, but for the sake of their daughter. He said, I never open my mouth because that's not my style, but don't play with my daughter. That one line, you could hear the hurt, the frustration, and the warning all rolled into one.
I never opened my mouth, never said nothing because that's not my style. And also, I would never want to disrespect her.
But now, all gloves are off. Pap says Remy crossed the line when she started using their daughter as a pawn in this emotional mess. He claims she's been flat out refusing to let him see his child, and on top of that, blasting him on Instagram with false claims, especially the stuff about their divorce process. She's out here telling the internet she signed everything on her end, and that he's the one stalling. Even said she'd pay for the whole thing if he just finished it up.
She did not allow me to see my daughter since this first transpired at the end of last year.
But Pap ain't letting that slide. He snapped right back saying, I stayed quiet for my daughter's peace, not because I was scared. He's accusing Remy of being the one looking for clout, putting business out online while he tried to keep it behind the scenes out of respect for their family. Now buckle up, because this is where things get even heavier. During his IG Live, Pap made a wild claim. He says Remy doesn't even mess with men anymore. Not at all. He truly believes this wasn't just about cheating, it was about a deeper truth she's been hiding for years. She don't even want me around her like I'm the enemy, he said, the pain in his voice, real. And then he dropped another gem. He hinted that this current situation might not even be the first. He said, I caught her cheating multiple times since she got out. That wasn't just a side comment, that was a whole history of betrayal he was laying down. And it wasn't just cheating with other guys. No. He said her whole vibe shifted. She got distant, cold, and straight up bitter. Not just towards him, but toward men in general. And that's got folks thinking. Has Remy Ma been hiding a part of her identity this entire time? The signs Pap laid out? The secrecy, the cold shoulder, the sneaky behavior? Some people say it adds up like she was living a double life. If true, Pap says he ain't mad about her being into women. His issue is the dishonesty, the years of pretending, the gaslighting, the emotional roller coaster. But just when you thought that was the climax, Papoose came through with one more bombshell that rocked the entire industry. In the middle of his live, without even flinching, he dropped this. I wrote 90% of the rhymes that ever came out of Remy Ma's mouth. What? That shook the game to its core. We're talking about a woman who built her brand on bars, claiming to be one of the most respected lyricists in hip-hop. And now Pap says those words weren't even hers.
I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth.
Can you believe it? The same Remy Ma, the one who's always been hailed as one of the top female lyricists in hip-hop. The one who went head-to-head with Nicki Minaj and came out swinging. The same woman who ran with her track Shether like it was the holy grail of diss records. Yeah, her. Now Pap is saying he's the real voice behind those bars. He said he wrote 90% of her rhymes and never asked for a single ounce of credit or cash. No royalties, no deals, nothing. He said, "That's my wife. I just wanted her to win." Now that she's dragging his name through the dirt though, he's done being quiet. He's letting the whole world know the truth. And this ain't just drama. This is a legacy being put on the line. But Remy wasn't about to let that ride. She clapped back hard, flipping the whole script with her own set of receipts. Out of nowhere, she posted what looked like an official pawn shop slip and said Papoose had been pawning off her Cartier bracelet and never brought it back. What? According to her, she gave him until his birthday to go grab it. And guess what? It never showed up again. That's not just messy, that's next level. Imagine pawning off your ex's jewelry and then acting brand new like nothing happened. And all while the divorce paperwork is supposedly sitting still. And just when you think it couldn't get any more out of hand, Remy pulled out the big guns and sent a warning that left people gasping. She told Pap directly, "I'm going to do everything. Everything you think I won't do, I will." What does that even mean? Nobody knows exactly what she's plotting, but by the way she said it, whatever's coming is big. Could it be more secrets, legal heat, even more receipts? Whatever it is, one thing's clear. She is not backing down. And now, this beef just spilled over to somebody else, someone completely unexpected. Claressa Shields, the champ herself, is suddenly in the mix. Why? Because rumors are flying that she's Papoose's new girl. Yep, the boxing superstar is now being linked to this drama, and she hasn't been low-key about it either. She's been standing 10 toes down, riding for Pap out loud and in public. Now here's where it takes an even wilder turn. Claressa Shields didn't just throw in a few words of support. She pulled up to the Breakfast Club and had some things to get off her chest. She flat out said that Pap deserved way better and strongly hinted that Remy Ma was never truly loyal to him from the beginning. That was a bold move right there. And Remy, she did not take that lightly. Remy came swinging right back with a sharp response saying, "You want to be in it? Fine, I'll drag your cum up too." Like, whoa, now it's not just a personal breakup. It's turning into a full-blown celebrity showdown. This whole situation started behind closed doors, then blew up on Instagram, spiraled into IG lives, and now it's hitting the airwaves and possibly even legal courtrooms. Let's not forget, Papoose came out with receipts. Not just talk, but proof. Meanwhile, Remy fired back with pawn shop slips and screenshots, dragging Papoose like she was waiting for this day. And all this from a couple that fans used to call Black Love Goals? What? Now it's looking like something straight off a reality show and folks are split right down the middle, Team Remy or Team Pap. But here's the quote that's got everybody's head spinning. She hates men. That's what Pap said with his whole chest. And he wasn't just talking about relationships. He meant in her spirit, her energy, and even the way she moves emotionally. He claims Remy's heart went ice cold, and she's been looking at men like they're disposable, like they can't be trusted, like they're nothing to her. And now, the internet is digging deep. People are rewatching old interviews and clips where Remy would shade male rappers, speak real critical about men in the industry, and even challenge masculine energy straight up. Some folks say she's been dropping clues this whole time, slowly setting the tone for a shift, not just in her love life, but in how she sees men altogether. And guess what? That woman Pap allegedly caught her with. Word is, she didn't just pop up out of nowhere. Rumors are flying that she's been around for years, always behind the scenes, quiet, on the low, possibly even working with Remy in some kind of professional way. That would mean this wasn't some random slip-up. This was a hidden chapter from a secret story she's been writing for a minute. So now we really gotta ask, who's being honest here? Pap might be emotional, but he's been consistent from the start. He dropped facts, filed the paperwork, and said all he wanted was to protect his daughter's peace. Remy, on the other hand, she's been chaotic with the screenshots, throwing out threats like she's ready to blast even more details and acting like she's got nothing to lose. Those messages from Papoose, they hit hard and felt real, like he was pouring his whole heart out for the world to see. Papoose and Remy Ma were never supposed to end like this. They weren't just some flashy celeb couple doing it for the gram. They were the standard for loyalty, the true definition of hold it down. People looked up to them. He stayed solid while she served 6 years behind bars. Not once did his name get mixed in with any foolishness. He stood tall, waited for her, and welcomed her back like royalty. They made music together, built their brand as a unit, did reality shows showing off their unbreakable bond. Or so we thought. But now, it's all spiraling into chaos with pawn receipts, deleted photos, messy IG lives, ghostwriting claims, and rumors that she stepped out with someone else, and not just any someone, a woman close to home. This isn't just a breakup, this is a full-blown meltdown of what was once one of hip-hop's most respected relationships. And here's the real shocker. It seems like Papoose finally woke up. You can hear it in his tone now. He's not broken, he's done. And Remy? She's in a whole different zone. That "she's gone" line she dropped, that might have been the rawest, realest moment in this entire situation. Like she really meant it. That old Remy might be gone for good. But we are not even close to the finish line with this drama, because let one of these puzzle pieces fall into place, and this whole story could erupt even more. If that mysterious woman comes forward and confirms what's already been whispered on the streets, if Clarissa Shields pulls out more receipts, or if Pap actually drops one of those alleged verses he claims he ghost wrote for Remy, that could flip the industry upside down. We're talking legacy level fallout, a total rebrand in real time. And if Papoose was right when he said Remy don't even like men anymore, then this whole situation isn't just about a divorce. It's about a total shift in identity, in direction, and in who Remy Ma really is today. If that's the case, it's deeper than heartbreak. It's transformation. One thing's for sure, this isn't ending quietly. This is the kind of saga that will leave a permanent mark, not just on them, but on the whole image of black love and hip-hop. What was once inspiring is now being picked apart, post by post, clip by clip, and people are watching closely, waiting for what's next. Now, I gotta ask, what do you think is really going on? Is Papoose keeping it real? Or is Remy just done playing roles for the public? Did she outgrow the marriage, or was it never what we thought in the first place? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's unpack this together. Smash that like button if you're locked in with StarHush, and make sure you hit subscribe, because we've got even more untold stories, shocking twists, and deep dives coming your way. Trust me, my stars and my hushers. You do not want to miss what's dropping next. See you in the next one.